And this is why you don't chrome wheels. So we'll see, it's peeling right here. This is super thick material and it's just very corrosive to metal. So in case you wondered how thick chrome can be. All right, so last week we put in the headliner. So this is just the main piece. So we still have no sunroof, no plastics, no A pillar, no B pillar, no C pillar. So that was a lot of work. That was like 2 full days almost. And we had both seats out, the center console, interior was a mess. So finally got that in. That was really bad. And my back still kind of hurts. That was a lot of labor. Normally you should just take the front or the rear glass out. That way it's easier, but I didn't want to do that just because I didn't want to risk breaking either one. But doing it out the front passenger door, it sucks, but it's doable. And now I finally have a dome light after 1 year of not having one. Yes, I know that doesn't match. All my plastics are out getting painted, so they match this Alcantara. And here's my original rear deck. So we'll see. It's actually still pretty dark. That's the original color there, and that's the faded color. So it's a little purple, but this really isn't that bad. It's a little dirty, but I just got my other one back in. Now we were waiting on this rear section for the sunshade. So we are almost there. Everything's almost back. And I just want to mention, a lot of people have been asking me why I run these seat covers. Well, it's because I try to preserve the seats as much as I can. Yeah, I know even when I'm driving it, I still put them on, leave them on, but I don't know. I just don't want to subject the seats to more wear than they have to. So I take them off just for show, but if I'm driving it around, I'll keep them on just for extra safety. I know it looks kind of goofy, but you know, I don't want to reupholster these seats because once you do that, the leather never matches. So you got to do like all this other leather here so it matches. So I have to do all 4 seats and the door panels and the steering wheel. So that is why I have the seat covers on. And these are a work in progress currently, but I had to put it on hold just for the headliner. So we'll finish up the headliner and then we'll move on to the next project. But they are a work in progress. Last week I got to drive the 210 for a little bit, and that was a real treat because I haven't driven in a while, but we got to put it away. So mileage check 199,913. So we are less than 90 miles away from hitting 200,000. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I want to cross 200,000 with the new headliner. So I'm going to stop driving this car until I get back. So we are almost there. The rear shelf is like almost done. And the main thing is going to be the plastics. Once that's back, this car should be ready to go. Honestly, I think we're about a month away from this car being 100%. All right, and today we're going to be driving the 124 because I haven't driven that car in a little while, and I think it's time for it to stretch its legs. It's kind of warm today. It's like in the 80s and 90s, so I'll give you updates, but we'll see how the cooling mods are still holding up. We're almost a year into them, and honestly, up until now, they've been great, so let's hope they continue to stay great. But I will be filming a part 2 to that video too, so stay tuned for that. Still looking good. It is very bright today and the sun's out, so we just did another layer of 303 fabric guard, and this is really good for soft tops. So repels moisture and all that, makes it waterproof, or water resistant rather, and it's good for UV protection. So that is what I use for the top. Try to make it look as best as it can. It's not perfect, but it will do. Starts right up. All right, I just took the car around for a little lap to warm it up. We are at 81 degrees outside, so when the book states that if it's 80 or above and the car is up to temp and the AC is on, that the low speeds fan should be on. So let's check. Yeah, they are on. So cooling system's working great. So obviously I'll drive it some more, but just want to check in. There's 2 German cars. Yeah, me too.
Usually, you know, businesses are not cool about doing that.
They are not. Not a problem at all. You hear the fans going. really sucks driving out of here. Hope the shots are worth it. Alright, and we're back. We're just letting the engine air out right now, but that was not quite the testing I thought I was going to do. Just a lot of stop and go, but car did well, so it always stayed below that 100-degree mark. So now we're just going to wipe it down and put it away. Alright, she's all wiped down and clean, ready to go. A little wipe down the engine bay too, a little bit of dressing, windows, tires, wheels. It probably didn't look that dirty before, but I like to put it away perfectly clean. In case you wondered, these are the products I like to use. So I use this to wipe it down, the Meguiar's Ultimate Waterless Wash and Wax. And I use the Meguiar's number 40 for all the vinyl and rubber, so tires and all that trim. So this is really good for the mirrors. So this will keep them hydrated because it's water-based, so it'll help prevent them from cracking. And it kind of adds a little bit of UV protection from the sun. And for the windows, I use invisible glass. So if you are interested in any of these products, I'll link them below, Amazon links, so check them out if you want. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Just I wipe it down every drive. That's why it looks clean. Alright, back under the cover on the Charger. Back to sleep.